Hello everyone, my name is Alberto, welcome back to my channel. So I got these old t-shirts that I made some years ago. They're still fine, but they're quite battered. The neck are all stretched out, as you can see. So I decided to try to make something with them to give them a bit more life before throwing them out completely. So I gave them a quick bleach to sort of make them as even as possible in color, although of course on the red one didn't quite work. What I decided to do is to try and join them, sort of patchworky, but as you can see there's one that's way too different, so I'm only gonna use these three. And I thought to sort of join them vertically. In the beginning I wanted to do several cuts and lines, but then I thought to do just three big ones because I thought it looked better. So what I'm going to do is first of all cut the different pieces that I'm going to need. I'm gonna place them like this. So in this case, first I tried to mark them, but it wasn't working because they're made out of viscose, which is very soft and slippery fabric. So I just sort of eyeballed where to cut. It turned out fine, and they're just for me, so it doesn't really matter. But I used the extra pieces as a sort of guide to know where to cut, adding about an inch for sewing allowance. And I'm cutting all my pieces. And then I'm gonna start by fitting them together. I normally wouldn't do this with a jersey, but this fabric is quite slippery and it tends to stick to itself. So just to make sure that I'm as precise as possible. Also because these are t-shirts that I made for myself with no pattern, which means they're all sort of different lengths and I'm just trying to get them as even as possible. So once that's done, I'm just overlocking them together and just simple straight line. Again, if I have any sort of difference in length on the sides, I'm just trying to get it in as much as possible. And this is how the first join looks. I think it came out pretty well. And I'm now just gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. So again, just spinning it all around, and this is how the finished t-shirt looks on the inside. You can see the seams, and this is the outside. I am pretty happy with it. The only thing, I don't know how to explain it, but it looks a bit bare. So I'm first gonna try to fix the color and then try to do something about the lines because to give a bit more interest. Obviously, I forgot to film what I did for the collar, but I did add a band of the same fabric internally to give it more strength in the back, and then I just ironed it quite well so it looks nice and flat. It's not going to be permanent because it has been washed several times, but it's a good fix for now. And then I went to my double needle machine that has a crochet hook that you can use for a sort of decorative flat top stitching, and that creates a sort of chain with basically replicates what happens underneath on the top. So I'm just gonna basically sew all over my seams, and that's gonna be it really. So yeah, just gonna sew all over them for the whole length on both sides. And this doesn't really do anything, it's just sort of a decoration because I think it will make them merge a bit better and make it look a bit more on purpose, at least in my head. So yeah, and it's pretty simple. It would be similar to a zigzag or another sort of decorative stitch that's quite wide. So yeah, this is how the stitch looks when it's done. I do think it just adds a little bit more of purpose to the joins, so I am pretty happy with it. This is the final result. I hope you liked it and found it interesting, and yeah, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video if you did indeed like it. It's a great help for me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.